The report of the Airbus A350-1000 tail struck in London Heathrow has arrived. We will take a close look at this. Klarna is a new payment method for hotel stays. Lufthansa is cancelling flights for the winter period. Should I tell you something else? Yes, ITA decision will be, I don't know, will it be postponed or will it be just get out of the window? The Minister of Traffic or Department of Traffic demands that prepayment for flights is a thing of the past. Just more topics to follow. My name is Lars. I'm here to bring you more miles, more points, and more status. The British accident agency AAIB, they investigated the incident of the Airbus A350-1000 which happened on the 2nd January 2022 on the runway 27 left. What happened was a tail strike. The aircraft was flying, it was actually the Golf X-ray Whiskey Bravo Charlie, was flying into London, and the cockpit crew decided to make and initiate a go-around. And while doing the go-around, they had a tail strike. The aircraft, when it was flaring out, was in danger that it would not hit the landing zone. The landing zone is an imaginary box where you have to land inside. That is the perfect situation. And actually, it's not imaginary, it's a landing zone in the books. And interestingly, what they write is the aircraft could have safely landed. Could. But what happened? I mean, they were flying 50 meters above ground. Then they flared out, pulled up the nose, and they wanted to touch down. Then what the first officer, who was pilot in command, did do 9 meters above the ground was that he pulled the levers for the engine back, and the speed decreased, and the uplift went down as well. So they had downlift. The flight, of course, was going to land, but the captain was now 1.5 meters above the ground, not sure that they hit this, which I told you, the landing zone. And for that, he called out a go-around. That is not the moment where you discuss, then is where you do it. And then, of course, they firewalled the engines, but it takes a little bit of time. I think with the 777 on the Dubai incident, they talked about 8 to 9 seconds it takes until the engines spool up to give you enough to pull up enough force. And what happened then was, when they did the go-around, that the nose was pitched up as much as possible. And what happened then was that the tail hit the ground due to the low altitude. And what happened then was that it hit the tail. You see the stripes. I show you the pictures from the AAIB. Of course, the AAB states, hey, this could have been a successful landing because there was still 2,760 meters left of runway. But, like I said before, could is not an option in aviation, and it's against the regulation and rules of British Airways. British Airways says, if your gears are not going down in the landing zone, abort. And that is what they did, safety first. You see on the pictures that the tail strike sensor is broken, that the forward skin has damage, and of course the toilet waste panel, that is where you get the waste out with you. You see the black pipe thingy which they put in. And that happened. But the second landing was successful. I don't know if there was anything done to the aircraft afterwards, that it was down, but I think that they removed the scratches and made sure that the aircraft is safe again. Which is unfortunate for us, unfortunate for Lufthansa, is they have to cancel flights. They didn't tell us which flights they're going to cancel. They didn't give us any numbers what they're going to cancel. The only thing what we know is that Inner German and European flights are cancelled, and some of the long-haul flights as well. The winter flight plan has been adjusted, and it's there, of course, the same reason like they did in the summer when they cancelled 6,000 flights, and like I told you yesterday, 589 flights were positioned. So what means that is that Lufthansa comes to the conclusion that the flights are not being possible with a stable flight plan. This stable flight plan, of course, came after they cancelled the flights, and now they are doing it a little bit more early in winter to get the operation working. Is it, in your opinion, the right time to do so, to say, hey, listen, we are in August, the winter flight plan is coming, I think, September. Is this a good time? Should they have, even in the beginning, not offered so many flights? What is your opinion, and what should they have done differently, in your opinion? I think that it's okay because they just realized we don't have enough staff, we have not enough people working, aircraft they should have, and the drama for us will be not as bad. But what the problem is, the prices are going up. The prices are going up. We booked tickets for clients over the weekend, and we checked the flight on Friday, and Sunday it was 700 euros more. Unbelievable, unbelievable. The prices are going high. ITA, the same. I think ITA hopes that, or actually the Italian government hopes that the prices for ITA are going up again, because first Lufthansa offered over 1 billion, now they are offering only 850 million. And the Corriere della Sera, which is kind of an announcement organ, in my opinion, when it comes to ITA and the merger, or is it? It's not a merger. It's a buy. Yeah. So in the race for the Alitalia, former Alitalia, ITA, are two companies basically. It is the company Lufthansa with MSC, which is a container and cruise ship magnate, and investment company Cetaris. Lufthansa is offering 850 million. Cetaris doesn't want to offer so much. That is why they don't go for the 80% like Lufthansa. Lufthansa and MSC want to get 80%, and that is what the government wants to give away because they want to keep 20%. And what happens is that that they are offering only for 55 to 60%. And now the ministry is demanding more money and more say in everything. Honestly, I mean, come on. If you want more say, then keep the shit. Then do it yourself. I'm sorry to say it that clearly, because, I mean, come on, have proven in Italy that you cannot handle the airline. And unfortunately, that is too much trouble. And anyways, let Lufthansa do it, or KLM, Delta, if you want to do the SkyTeam team. But again, the government is in a kind of trouble because Draghi is just doing his job until the re-election, or actually, is he going to be re-elected? I don't know. Anyways, the election will be in September, and until August, they have to decide. End of August is the final date. And they promised us to decide until the 15th of August. And when I look on my watch today, we have the 22nd. It's a week late. So it's I don't know how many announcements they made to tell us that this is what they are going to do, and they didn't do it. Anyways, they can do nothing like they did now. They just announce and do nothing. But the problem will be that Alitalia ITA is still alone, and the cash will run out in 2023. This said, I think it will make the company even more unattractive for investors, so the money they will get less. And when the money is finished in 2023, end of 23 most likely, this will happen very clearly, and they will be asked for money. But the European Union said, no, that is the last time that you get cash. Otherwise, you have to sell the company, and that is what they have to do. The European Commission was very clear in Brussels about it, and the development plan of ITA will be history. So anyways, decide what you do. I hope that there will be a solution. the Ministry of Transportation, Bernd Altusmann, is from the Conservative Party in Germany, and he says that that Lower Saxony, that is the state, is they say we don't want the pre-payment thing anymore. We want, when it comes to aviation, we want to have an initiative in the state assembly and say we don't want to do it. And they say that this kind of creating contracts is the source of trouble. And I'm thinking about it. And first, of course, I thought, yeah, that's charming. You cannot you pay when you fly. And when he says that that they can charge the money when the flight is more or less dispatched. Yeah, means that maybe the finger is pulled off, the pushback is happening, and that moment, ding, money goes. But what happens to the people? People don't pay. The airline have the problem that they don't give the cash. And we are talking about operations. And I did once, I don't know if I've done it in the English version, I did at least in the German version, that it cost them $500,000 Qantas to operate a flight from Australia to London. $500,000 each time. One way, $250,000, back, $500,000. So that is serious cash. And now you have the problem when the doors are closed, the people are not able to pay. That is not feasible. Yeah. So you would blacklist the people and make trouble. So for what I think would be a cool idea would be that we force the companies to pay them back in 7 days, how it's a European regulation. And if they fail to do so once or twice or 3 times, we say, now you are on the route to get money prepayment wise. So that they have an incentive not to fail to pay in 7 days. That the companies have been forced to do it, and that is a punishment. That there's maybe even a kind of a money they have to pay. And this would be, in my opinion, the right way to do. And when you look on the numbers, we have the SOP, that is a Schlichtungsstelle für den öffentlichen Personalverkehr. It's again an example for German words which make no sense because you can make it shorter, but basically it is a kind of a government agency which is helping you when you have trouble with an airline or any other means of transportation. And they say that 3,082 of these papers were sent in, so there were cases, and that is 127.5% more than in the last compared period from 1st of July to 15th of August. And that is 1,727 cases more than in the years before. 80% are aviation related, 15 with the train, then 3 with the buses, you know, the Flixbus and all this stuff, and of course the public transportation, which is locally. And that is, of course, 80%. That's a tremendous number. And we have to force the airlines to pay. And that is, in my opinion, like I said, the right idea. What is your opinion? Do you think that is the right way to do it instead of demanding that prepayment is passed? And there's a number, I don't know who did it. Was it from Switzerland? They said that if you don't have prepayment, the ticket prices rise by 4% approximately. I say, it's not about the 4%, but is it feasible? And to be honest, I mean, come on. If you don't pay and you land in Los Angeles, we don't take you back. I mean, it makes too much trouble. So from my opinion, you should say, okay, prepayment is okay, but they have to be forced to pay faster back. And then we can take the privilege away that it is prepayment. Another payment situation is Klarna Payment. It's a payment method in Europe, which is Accor rolling out right now. It's basically that you pay without interest, because the interest is paid by the people who accept your payment. And Klarna, I think, is in the United Kingdom, Germany, Austria, and Benelux. And this payment method is not available at all properties, because I think they have to actively opt in. And the question is, does make Klarna sense? If you cannot afford a vacation and you have to finance it with Klarna, I don't know if I could enjoy the vacation. And when it comes to payments of vacations, I talked to a friend who is a banker, and he said, no, it's getting more and more that people are paying with credits for their vacations and then paying it off. I always do it this way, that I pay only and buy only stuff if I can afford it. This said, I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't enjoy the vacation if I knew that I have to pay then 12 months and then it's all starting again and again. I can understand the need for vacation, but maybe sometimes you have just to calm down and go a little bit more low profile. But I don't know, what is your opinion? Is Klarna a good way? I mean, the merchant is paying the interest and the credit risk fee in form of discounts, but what is your take on that? My take on airline CEOs is they are kind of apology machines right now. They are apologizing for everything which happened, the misplacement of luggage, the poor performance, the flight cancellations, and all this drama which happened around aviation. And in my opinion, we should look in the apologies. And when I saw the apology from Lufthansa, when I saw the apology from TAP, I mean, you can not apologize, you can ask for apology. That is what I learned. And of course, you can forgive someone, but not forgiving someone for the person, it's for yourself. Because when you forgive, you can forget, and then you can go over with new things and put your energy in new things. For myself, I felt light again after when people owed me money, and I just said, come on, it's no sense in doing it. And in my opinion, it is kind of ridiculous to run behind something you know that is costing you more energy than it's worth. And this said, airlines should put meat on the bone, or they should put the wallet where their mouth is. And what they did is now, in form of Alan Joyce, the CEO of Qantas, he apologized and he extended the memberships, the membership tiers, by 12 months. And in my opinion, it's really great, because you get a 50 Australian dollar off promotional code for Australian, New Zealand-based Qantas frequent flyer members to redeem towards a return Qantas flight. Then award seat enhancement up 50% more reward seat availability on Qantas International. Trans-Tasman popular domestic routes up until 30th of June 2023. That is cool. Then Qantas lounge invitation coupons are given to members to either use themselves or offer to someone else. Gold QFF members will receive an invitation to a Qantas domestic business lounge. Silver members get invited to the Qantas Club or International Business Lounge. That is really cool shit. And a deposit of Qantas points for Platinum and Platinum 1 members without an quantified amount. That is something. That is where you can see, yes, he is sorry and they want to make it right. Better late than never. Do you think that airlines should do more? I talked on the regular table with someone about Lufthansa and said, hey, listen, they have to do something, because I feel there's nothing coming. And in my opinion, there has to come something. Let me know if you think as well, if Lufthansa or other airlines have to do something, or if this is a topic where you say, well, no, I don't care. Anyways, I care for you, and thank you for watching Frequent Traveler TV Takeoff, today's episode, and thank you for liking us, and thank you for commenting, and please do subscribe and leave us the push of the notification button that you do not miss your daily dose of more miles, more points, and more status. I have to go now for the next call, consulting-wise. If you want to have a consulting for free, you can just use the link. Thank you for doing so. See you tomorrow for the next episode. Thank you. Bye.